Hello everybody, Griever84 here back with another video. This time we're going to be talking about the Year of the Beefalo, which just released yesterday by Klei Entertainment. And it comes with a lot of brand new things here. Now I'm going to focus mostly on the event itself and not a lot of the new skins or anything like that that came out with the bundles involved. So if you want to check those out, definitely hit up the Klei store within the in-game client to check those out. So first off, just like any other Year of event, you want to build the shrine. The shrine itself is 8 gold and 2 boards. And then to activate it, you place a single piece of beefalo wool on it, and that will give you access to the offerings tab here. Now, of course, I'm in creative mode, so you guys are going to see some of the other Year of event stuff, but I'm going to focus mostly on the Year of the Beefalo. So, to get things started here, obviously the first thing you want to do is you want to make yourself a Beefalo Bell. That Beefalo Bell, you then can bond with a Beefalo. So for example, if I dismount here, I am already bonded with this one. But I can break the bond. It is still tamed, but to bond with your Beefalo so that it will follow the bell around, just like Chester, Glommer, or anything else with a item, you just mouse over it, left click, and you will get this menu, which allows you to name your Beefalo. So we're going to name him Beefy. Alright, so we now have Beefy the Beefalo that will follow this bell around. Now if I were to leave this bell here and just wander off, he'll follow me for just a little bit, but for the most part, he will stick around in that specific area. So head back over here. Of course, pick up after our messy Beefalo and go ahead and mount back up. This is actually something else new that was added in Year of the Beefalo for those of you who have not noticed, but you can pick things up that are on the ground. Now unfortunately it doesn't work with spacebar, but if you left click, you will do short animation and then pick the item up. So this is great for exploration early on. If you can build a Beefalo shrine and then bond with a Beefalo, so as you tame it and run around, you will then be able to pick stuff up and actually use the Beefalo to fight in the early game, which for a lot of characters is actually a great boon because the Beefalo does a lot more damage than your basic character does, especially without access to weapons. Okay, so continuing on here, there is a brand new Beefalo figure sketch, which you can see right here next to the shrine. It is just a simple Beefalo head. These are made out of marble. Obviously, you can also make them out of stone or moon glass, and they have those looks respectively. The next thing here is, of course, a interrupted Hound Attack, because obviously I timed this perfectly. I'm going to have to cut this part out. Okay, so obviously running back after that nice little interruption there, one thing that I was going to start talking about is the now skins and decorations that you can get in game. Now, I want to point out these things are server specific, so if you make a new world, you will have to unlock all of these skins again, which might make this a little difficult after Year of the Beefalo ends, but I'm not sure at the point of this recording what entirely is going to stick around and what is going to go away when Year of the Beefalo is done. But to weave a skin, you need to participate in the judge's booth. The judge, or the contest here, pits you against other Beefalo, whether they be NPCs or other players on your server. There are some criteria that your Beefalo will be judged on for their outfit, and then at the end, the judge will pick a winner, and you can get a red sack with the golden nuggets in them, and you will also get these pattern scraps. Now, it's going to be a variety of scraps, so you're going to have to do this several times in order to unlock all the patterns. But there's 3 main types. You have fearsome pattern scraps, you have festive pattern scraps, and you also have formal pattern scraps. And the combinations that you put together in the sewing machine here will determine specifically which scraps you get, or what outfit you get. So for example here, I have saved 3 festive pattern scraps in my inventory. And according to my little cheat sheet that you see on screen here, which will also be attached in the description of the video down below, with an image of this that you can share around in your Discords, friend groups, on your social media, etc. 3 festive pattern scraps will get a festive Beefalo doll. So, go ahead and hop off of Beefy here, open the sewing machine, drop in those patterns, and then let it start doing its thing. Now, this takes it just a minute to actually get done with it, so we'll just have to wait here for a moment. And just like that, it spit out a costume pattern. So once you have this costume pattern, you basically right-click to learn it, and it will give you an adorable little festive or a Beefalo doll that you can display. Actually, let me go ahead and pick this one up here because there's something else I need to show you guys with it. But obviously, for the purposes of this video, I already went through and unlocked all of the outfits. So we're going to come over here. We're going to hitch our Beefalo to the grooming station. Once it's like that, you'll get the option to dress up. And it will bring up a wardrobe-style menu. And from here, you can choose a body style, antler style, face, hoof, and tail style. Obviously, I have some presets. One of my favorites I've seen so far is personally the Robotic Beefalo. This is just my personal play style, or my personal preference. I think it's hysterical. I love it. The springy legs, the springy tail. The only thing that it doesn't do is spew smoke, but I still think it's pretty awesome. Now, when you're ready to ride your Beefalo around, you left-click to unhitch. Go ahead and hop on, and you are ready to go and run around your world with your skin. So, to the next part here, the thing you all have probably been watching this video for is the actual contest. Now, I went a little overboard here. A lot of people I've been seeing have been doing it with just 4 stages and a judge's booth. So we're going to hitch our Beefalo to one of the stages here. We're going to come over here and we're going to start the contest judge. So what he's going to do here, he's going to round up some NPCs, as you can see. And there's going to be a whole lot of action that happens here. But basically, he's going to say, okay, today's winner should scream formality. Alright. There's also to be lots of festivity with just a dash of somberness. And finally, want something quite fearsome looking. And then, which of these beauties do you think is today's winner? Now, you can vote on whichever one that you want, or you could do it like I do, and I just literally vote for my own Beefalo. As you can see, the NPCs are voting for which ones that they think. And then we come to the actual judging after he's given the criteria. Now, if you've noticed, this is actually the trade-in guy. But he's going to give a 3rd place. So, Wellington, up there, got 3rd. And then you will also get rewarded depending on what he picks. So, one thing that could happen is yourself, your friends, and all of your NPCs could vote for the same Beefalo. But unless that's the one that the judge picks, you don't technically win at that point. So first place is Patio Beef. So the merm that picked that is obviously the winner. But of course, everybody gets a little something. So we get a little red pouch, and then of course we get a whole bunch of scraps just for participating. And then with that, everyone will teleport away and disappear. You can open up your red pouch for your participation participation gold nugget, and then move on. Now, you can do this once per day. Obviously, since the tassel is not there, the judging booth is not available. But you can wait until the next day to actually appraise each of the dolls to get an idea of what decorations on your Beefalo will actually get you each of the criteria here. Now, when it comes to the event itself, things to be aware of. If you are low on sanity and have nightmare creatures running around, the judge won't start the event. If there's a Hound Wave attack coming, the judge will not start the event. If there are any type of hostile mobs in the area, the judge will not start the event. And if it is springtime and you are using NPCs and non-domesticated Beefalo, aka Beefalo that would be in heat, or as we call them, itchy Beefalo, he will also not start the event. So there are a lot of restrictions to this event, and not a lot of, instant reward, which makes it a little difficult. But you can do this every single day, and quickly, if you focus on this for 5 or 6 days straight without doing anything else in your world, you can quickly unlock all of the skins. Other things that have changed with Year of the Beefalo, obviously, you can take your Beefalo down into the caves. Now, I unfortunately do not have a thing prepped here, but we can go over this way and I can show you or basically, what you do is you go over to a cave entrance, you crack it open, you dismount, and as long as you have your Beefalo bell in your inventory, when you load into the caves, your Beefalo will be down there with you as well. And it operates just like it does on the surface, where you can mount it, you can run around, you can fight with it, you can use it to explore, etc., etc. Obviously, like I mentioned before, you are able to pick stuff up off of the ground while riding your Beefalo, which makes it really great for early game exploration while you are domesticating it. And other than that, that is pretty much the Year in the Beefalo in a nutshell. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like on it, a comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel. Thank you again for hanging out with me for another YouTube long video, and I will see you guys in the next short. Take care, and as always, GG my Guardians.